Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. It's going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So we are doing a series on game-changing champions. Champions you should absolutely 6-star as soon as you get these because they're going to change your account for the good. When I do account takeovers, these are the champions I'm looking for first to help me get through the content for anybody that I'm taking over. We're going to start with non-void champions, top 12. Let's go. Now, I'm just going to start with some rares and then move my way right up to legendary. So we're going to start off with our ever faithful Apothecary. Apothecary, I still run in end game teams. That's how good he is. And you know what my account looks like. It is stacked. He's still a part of my Fire Knight team. Whenever I do an account takeover and it's about dungeon content, he is the first rare that I look for. He's got a speed up on his A3, which is absolutely solid, as good as any other increased speed ability in the game. He also brings turn meter as well. But the thing that kind of sets him aside from other people that do this is multi-hit A1 and this big heal on his A2. It just makes him absolutely solid for any content in the game. That spot heal is always good. The speed is so important everywhere. You want to run him in the arena, he's fine. Want to run him in dungeons, perfect. If you're early game clan boss, he is spot on. And even for some really high-end clan boss teams, he's also used a lot. So very, very solid champ. And really good base stats. This is one of the most important things. When you're looking for that game changer, it's how easy can I keep them alive? How fast are they? And how much impact can they have on the rest of my team? This guy is up there as one of the best champions in the game. As soon as you get him, you should 6-star him. So next one on my list is going to be the starter champion. I couldn't leave him out because he's so good. You've probably all guessed it already. Kale. Kale is a game changer, guys. He absolutely carries people through all content in this game. Whether it's clan boss, whether it's dungeons, whether it's that arena nuker. He can do anything in this game. He's a game changer. If you've pulled the wrong starter hero, you didn't get yourself a Kale. Kale is the one to get. But either way, you should be leveling your Kale to 60 if you need somebody to do that work for you. He's got poisons. Poisons are great against any boss in the game. He's got an AoE nuke. Brilliant for the arena. Brilliant for clearing waves. And hits hard on bosses too. And then he's got another poison on his A1. All of those things added together. Fantastic for any content in the game. Good speed as well. Little bit low on the base stats for defensive stats, but we can get through that. So let's move on to our next one. The next one's a relatively new addition to the game, but she packs a punch. Frozen Banshee. She is insanely good for dragons and absolutely god tier for clan boss. If I'm looking for a poisoner for a clan boss team, she will sit up there as one of the first champions I look to. She beats any epics if you've got a counter attack. She beats most legendaries in this category. Really insanely good. Definitely worth leveling her up. She's got this double poison on her A1. It's not like a percentage chance to hit. When you book her out, she's 100% going to land these if you've got poison sensitivity out and if you've got the accuracy. She puts the poison sensitivity out herself. If you pair her with someone like a Bulwark or any debuff extender, she becomes insanely good. Insanely good. But very good base stats as well. She is going to be in a lot of teams right the way through the game. One of the best. I've got a guide on her. I'll ping the guide up here so you can check it out. She's insane. Right, let's move on to some epics. Epics, you've probably seen some of these names before, but I'm going to tell you them again because they are top draw. And the first one is no other than Miscreated Monster, an epic that is actually a legendary. Absolutely god tier, this guy. If you've got him, he should be one of the first people you 6-star. He will carry you through Nightmare Campaign, any dungeon. He's even good in clan boss actually, and he's also good in the arena. But mainly for me, he's a dungeon specialist and a campaign farmer. He's got this A2, which slams all enemies and has a 50% chance to stun them, and then generates a shield for your whole team at the same time. And he's also got this ally protection ability on his A3. Absolutely bonkers, this guy. Also even brings a stun on his A1 and a decreased defense. He's got a passive that fears when this ally protection is up. Everything about his kit is really, really good. You can stack his HP highs. He's got such a good base HP. Speed's a little bit on the low side. Other than that, god tier guy. Definitely level this guy up. Another one that you would have heard of before, you hopefully should have heard of a lot of these characters because they are the best in the game. Tyrell. Tyrell, as soon as you get this guy, he's worth a 60. Another one of those champions I look for every time I do an account takeover, and I do plenty of them. AoE decreased defense is an insane ability. Drop turn meter for any dungeon content, really cool. Decrease attack, one of the best in the game for clan boss. And a defense aura, which you cannot... you can't even understand how useful this is for dungeons. Dungeons, clan boss, it just gives you that extra layer of comfortability on him. 25% defense aura, really great base stats. Tyrell, still one of the best. I think he's still tops actually my top epic list. So, you know, given the amount of rares that have come out on epics, he is still up there as one of the best. Next one on the list then is going to be, oh yeah, Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher, the only epic counter-attack champion. Everybody should 6-star this guy if they get him. He will be in almost every team for you for most of the content. He has got kind of a nothing ability on his A1. He's all about his A2. AoE on, it's not AoE, is it? It's buff on all allies, counter-attack for 2 turns. Puts an unkillable on himself and an ally protection on all of your team for 2 turns. Really, really great champion. You'll use him in Finites, you'll use him in Dragons, you'll use him in Spiders early on. But then when you get to Clan Boss, he is going to be a staple in your Clan Boss team right through to endgame. Absolutely mental, this guy. Absolutely one of the best pulls you can get in the whole game. So, next one then is a more recent addition to the game. I've only really kind of stumbled upon him over the last few weeks in my own teams. Stag Knight. Stag Knight, really cool looking character as well. I like this guy. Very good base speed, very good base stats, but he's all about this ability here. 4-turn cooldown, reduce it to 3. AoE, decrease defense, decrease attack. AoE decrease defense is basically the best move you can do in any dungeon content in the game. Couple that with decrease attack so you're taking less damage into you. Absolutely brilliant ability, and on a 3-turn cooldown, it's up there as better than just about any legendary in the game to do this same move. So really cool, great base stats. Definitely level this guy to 60 if you got him. I think he was part of a battle pass, so a lot of you probably have got him in your vault. Get him out of the vault, level him up, brilliant champion. He does bring a decreased speed on his A1 as well, which you shouldn't sort of shirk at. Really good ability. And then he's got a very interesting passive. So if any of your team miss an ability, they have it resisted, the next move, you've got a 50% chance or 50% improvement of your accuracy to land your ability. So very, very useful in niche situations. I like this. I wasn't sure about it when it first got released. I actually really love it now. Really cool. So we're going to move on to some legendaries then. For a similar reason to the guy we've just seen. Where do you hide? Where do you hide? You're not there. I think you are here. Yes, Draco. Draco is maybe the best champion in the game. I don't know about that. He's up there as one of the best. All of these are, I guess. That's why they're on this list. Game-changing champions. AoE, decrease defense, and weaken. So slightly different to what we just seen with the Stag Knight. Both of these abilities drop your enemy's defenses, make them take more damage. Absolutely god tier move. 3-turn cooldown. Up there as one of the best in the game. It's not all he's got though. It's got a 4-time hitter poison. Goes on for 3 turns. This is insane as well, guys. 4 ticks of poison on Clan Boss is mental. 4 ticks of poison on Dragon is mental. Even on Spider, albeit it's a random hit. It's not as good there. Mental on Fire Knights. Anywhere in the game, this guy's insane. This ability in Arena is insane. Just you can use this guy anywhere. But what's also very cool is he's got this A1 that he slams into one person. If he kills them, he spikes damage into somebody else, and that damage can be insane. See here, it triples the surplus damage. So if you kill someone who's low, you absolutely pop somebody else who is full health. Brilliant, brilliant, and very unique ability on this A1. Draco, absolutely one of the god tier champs in this game. Great base stats as well. Level him to 60 as soon as you get him, no matter where you are in the game. So next one on the list, Bad Elcazar, largely thought of as the best champion in the whole game for a long time, but probably not anymore, but definitely one of them. He has got an A1, hits all enemies, which is always going to be nice. He heals this champion and all allies by 20% of the damage he does. You get some decent damage out of him, and he will just keep your team alive through a lot of fights. A2 cleanses all debuffs off of your team, throws out 2 continuous heals, and then puts 2 poisons on all enemies. This move alone is what makes Bad L absolutely bonkers ability. Tons of damage on Clan Boss. Is able to cleanse the stun. Brilliant in the arena, brilliant in any dungeon content, absolutely god tier. And to cap it off, when any poison goes on an enemy, they take 15% more damage from your whole team. Absolutely bonkers ability, brilliant ability as well. And because he's only got 2 abilities on cooldown, and one of them's only a 3-turn cooldown, you can actually get this move going over and over again very quickly. Get him in reflex gear. Yeah, really cool kind of gear set here. So that's Bad L. We're going to stay here and have a look then at another one, Rotus. If anyone doesn't know about Rotus yet, then you're living under a stone. This guy is the arena god, the ice golem god, insane in the clan boss. He hits so damn hard, it's insane. He's got an A3 which says, you know what, if I hit you, I'm going to kill you. And that doesn't matter if you've got an unkillable buff on you, if you've got a block damage buff on you, I'm going to hit through all of those. And this guy hits so damn hard. My one's hitting for 200 to 300k crits, easy, slamming people down. They're not getting up again. And then if he kills someone, he gets another turn, which is almost every time he uses it. He's then got this ability here that every time he hits, he siphons life up to 60,000 extra HP onto this champion when he's using it. Bonkers ability, can book it down to 2 turns, which is nuts. And then he's got an ability on his A1, which hits hard as well. And this has got a 30% chance to get an extra turn as well. So his kit is just like mind-blowingly bonkers. If you get him, level him up, use him. He's basically the best arena champion in the game right now. Absolutely insane. Okay, staying here as well for a third one. Why not? Let's get another one out there. Mashald used to be the Vault God. He was the worst champion in the whole game easily for a long time. They've buffed him. They've buffed him really well. He's now absolutely god tier. If you've not seen all the information about the buffs he's had, he is now up there as one of my favourite champions in the whole game. I do have him and I use him in pretty much, I don't know, maybe every team. Maybe every team, not my spider team, but pretty much anywhere else. He can solo Nightmare Campaign. He can be your speed damage booster in your clan boss. He can be someone who carries you through Ice Golem, someone who carries you through Fire Knights. Absolutely bonkers, this guy. So he's got an A2, which you can book down to 3 turns. Increased speed, increased crit damage for your team, throws out True Fears, and throws out Leech. Absolutely bonkers. All of those 4 are top tier moves. So this Leech here can keep your team alive in Clan Boss, so you don't need lifesteal gear on everybody. Great move. He's got this hard hitting A3 as well, which puts a continuous heal on himself. Very good as well. And this ability steals buffs from a target before he attacks. Brilliant, brilliant move. And he's also got this A1, which gives him some healing as well. So he's just absolutely god tier now. The A1 also, if the enemies have got Leech on them, he hits someone with the A1, he then hits everybody again that's got Leech on. Brilliant move. Great champion. Get him out your vault. One of the best game-changing champions. Okay, we've got 3 more to do then. We can't go through this list without calling out the other counter-attack champs. So, Valkyrie, god tier champion. Probably the best champion for clan boss in the whole game. Yeah, so A1, not too much about this. Decreases a bit of turn meter, fine. She's all about this. A2, she hits enemies. She throws a massive shield on. The shield is all based on her defense. Stack her defense up. You put shields on for days. She will carry you through any content in the game. I've got a guide out on her. I'll ping it up here as well. It's well worth a look because I've got a Valkyrie that just carries me through anything. She stops you needing to put heals on your team for clan boss because she can outshield the damage, which is nuts. Brilliant champion. She also has a couple of kind of turn meter quirky things for the arena if you wanted to use her there. She's great in the arena as well. Great in any dungeon content. She's going to carry your team anywhere. She's got a faction Crypt's defense aura. Fine. Good as well. Brilliant base stats. Absolutely insane base stats. One of the best. Level her up. She's definitely going to be god tier for you. And then we've got someone else who is god tier in a different way. Wrong faction. Here we go. Sacred Order. Marta. Marta is the final counter-attack champion in the game. Also god tier, but for different reasons. So she does have a decreased defense on array 1. Brilliant for clan boss. The best decreased defense champion in the game for clan boss. Booked out goes right up to 75% chance to land. So if you got her, she counterattacks anyway. So pretty much constantly having that on. Increased defense and counterattack on array 2. Fantastic ability as well. So the increased defense basically gives your team that lifeline. And then the counterattack just means you're pumping out more and more damage. Great champ. Really much easier to book than Valkyrie as well because of this. Only needs 1 book here, whereas Valkyrie needs about 7. And then she's also got decreased attack and provoke on an AoE on her A3. And she hits really blooming hard as well. So you can take her into dungeon content and she will clear as fast as any of your damage dealers. Really good champ. Also has got an increased defense aura in all battles. Brilliant, brilliant aura. The best aura in the game. So we are coming down to one more here. Yeah. So we've got Duchess. Duchess I do not have. She is a game changer for any account. I'd say she's best in the arena because she's so insane, but she is also insane for Spider, insane for Fire Knight, insane for Clan Boss. Brilliant, brilliant champion. A1 that just throws out a 2-hit A1, but also puts a shield on anyone with the lowest HP in your team. This shield is pretty clutch. It will keep people alive way into fights. A2 has got 3 of the best moves on it. Block debuffs, increase attack, and perfect veil. This is brilliant for the arena. If you get to go fast, she's one of the few champions that puts block debuffs up before the other buffs, which means that Tormund cannot freeze her and her team. Absolutely mental. And then she's also got an AoE revive. So, well, it's not AoE, is it? But all teams, she'll revive all the team with 70% HP, and then she puts a veil on them as well. So whenever they've got a veil on, they'll take less damage. And she also has this passive that the damage taken from allies from AoE attacks reduces by 25%. Plus veil gives a perfect veil gives them another 15%. So she's actually reducing damage by 40% on your team from AoE attacks in PvP. Mental. Great base stats. Really, really brilliant champion. So that's going to complete the list. I think that was 12, I think. I don't know, maybe more. But absolutely game-changing champions. If you get any of those, 6-star them straight away. They will help you absolutely just annihilate content in this game. I'm going to follow this up with the same type of list, but for void-based champions. I've been Hell Hades. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you soon.